What's going on, folks? It's coming on today here to talk real quick about one skill that is very important to have, and especially in times like this when it's icy and stuff like that, is how to fall. How to fall. That's one of the most, out of everything I learned in martial arts, that's one of the most valuable things I learned was how to fall and how to take a fall. So, I mean, especially now, I'm not MMA or anything like that, but when I was actually full-time teaching, full-time training people in martial arts, yeah, we just practice falling all the time, just so be ready when you do your throws, you're safe and all that jazz. And should the event where you lose your footing, you actually fall, but you can keep maintaining you minimize your injury. Because a rule of falling is this: you'd rather have cuts and scratches and bruises than broken bones, because bruises and scratches heal up a lot quicker than broken bones. So one, you learn how to take your fall, minimize your damage, keep it pushing. And I got an example of that prime when this happened years ago. This one, my oldest, who is 18 now, he was like 2. He was little, and he had fallen asleep. My wife and I went to go see my parents, and we were leaving the house, and it was winter time, and my parents have a ramp going up to their house, and it was super icy walking up that ramp. And I mean, either that or the icy stairs, so take your pick. And I started walking down the ramp with my oldest boy, who's 2 at the time. I'm talking knocked out. I'm talking completely knocked out. So I start walking the ramp with him. I'm walking. First step, no problem. Second step, no big deal. Third step, one foot came from underneath me. Before I realized it, I was airborne. Now, mind you, I'm holding my boy in my right arm while my feet are in the air. I'm lifted. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to fall. I got my boy, and I got this frozen wood here I'm about to fall on. I got to make sure he's good, because that's my baby. I got to make sure he's straight, and that's also I got to make sure that I'm good, because I got to work tomorrow. All those thoughts flashed in my head within that instant. Like, hey, make sure the baby's straight. Hey, you got to go to work tomorrow. If you fall and say you broke something, how is that going to look? It looks ridiculous. So as I hit the ground, not the ground, but as I hit the ramp, I'm still holding my board. I fall on my left side. I have just out of sheer habit, fell in the right falling position, because I've done it so much. Fell in the fall position, like I fell on my left side to minimize the damage, and make sure all your vital stuff is safe. So I hit the deck, slam into the deck, right? My boy, my wife says, oh my gosh, she panicked because she thought he had fallen, or I had fallen on top of him. And I'm like, oh, it hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it did hurt, because it hurt a lot, because it's like, it was like 12 degrees outside, frozen ramp, and I'm falling, boom, hit it hard too. I'm like, man, that hurt. My boy was asleep the whole time. He didn't even realize I had fallen. That's how well I had did my fall without shaking him up. So I managed to fall, not shake him up, and he slept through the whole thing. He didn't know what happened. Well, if she's checking on me, make sure I'm good, I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, I'm okay. And she's like, what, the baby? He was fine. I'm like, he slept the whole way through. He didn't even know I fell until I told him years later. So I'm saying that to say is, one, if you're of any age, just when it comes to falling, that's something that, especially when we get older, one of the biggest fears that elders deal with is falling. That's a big fear, because you fall, you break your hip. when your hip is broken, it's hard to get around. When it's hard to get around, it's hard to do anything. When it's hard to do anything, you don't want to do anything, and that's when you get depressed and stuff like that, and you see older people go downhill quickly from that. So if you can get involved in anything that that show you how to properly break a fall, that'd be awesome. Like any martial art that specializes in falling is good. If your martial arts, I'm gonna say it, if your martial arts doesn't show you how to properly break your fall, you may want to reevaluate the martial arts you're taking. Just saying, because they're not going to show you how to take a fall, because chances are at some point in your training you're going to throw each other. That not knowing how to fall properly so you don't hurt yourself isn't stress. You want to reevaluate that at school. So learn your break falls, everybody. Stay tuned. Peace.